Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to all in online webinar Decision Making with Thinking Skills. First, start with the name of Almighty Allah and the few words from Holy Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Today is the third webinar from our online webinar series. We have upcoming online webinars and workshops for our students on different topics. These workshops or webinars are organized by Department of Electrical Engineering, Hamdard University, Karachi. Today with us, Associate Professor and Chairman, Department of Biomedical Engineering, Dr. Tariq Javed. He will present on title Decision Making with Thinking Skills. Thank you, sir, for your valuable time. Our targeted audience is the students of undergrad students of level 3 and 4. I hope the student will learn a lot from this webinar. Without any further delay, I request Dr. Tariq Javed to proceed the webinar. Sir, please, over to you.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to valuable audience. जैसा कि सर तलहा इकरार जो है उन्होंने बताया है कि इस सेशन में हम सीखेंगे something about decision making and what are the important thinking skills which are linked with the decision making. And in this short journey, I would like all audience and members to learn the important concepts which are behind decision making, because this is the task which we already doing in our daily routine work, and we primarily hopefully after this session we will start thinking on the lines which are more useful towards making the decisions which are better decisions than we are making nowadays. So I start with just a refresher from these valuable figures of our national pride, the Qaid-e-Azam Rahmatullah Alayhi, Allama Muhammad Iqbal, and the founding father of Hamdard and Hamdard University, Hakim Said Shahid Pakistan. So I would like audience to refresh their knowledge of these famous figures that the Qaid said that we should unite, have faith on Allah Ta'ala, and we should be a disciplined nation. And Allama Muhammad Iqbal, the famous saying कि मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम से वफात तूने तो हम तेरे हैं, ये जहाँ चीज़ है क्या लोहो कलम तेरे हैं. So if we want to alter the course of nature, that means तकदीर को बदलना चाहते हैं, तो हमें 100% जो है वो प्यारे नबी हज़रत मोहम्मद मुस्तफ़ा सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की जो सेइंग है उन पे अमल करना है. And the last but not the least, on our right side, the famous saying of the great leader of our time, पाकिस्तान से मोहब्बत करो, पाकिस्तान की तामीर करो. मैं ये यकीन से कह सकता हूँ कि पाकिस्तान से सब मोहब्बत करते हैं और पाकिस्तान की तामीर करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन हम कैसे बेहतर अंदाज में तामीर करें. हम वो तमाम स्किल्स जो है acquire करें जो ज़रूरी हैं to build our homeland. और अल्लाह ताला का बड़ा एहसान है कि उसने हमें पाकिस्तान के नाम से एक फ्री कंट्री जो है वो दिया है. Now something about myself. I am currently working as associate professor in Hamdard University, and I joined in 2015. Before that, I was in Texla, in Heavy Industries Texla, Education City University, working there in the electrical engineering department as assistant professor. And before that, I started my professional career in Aga Khan University Hospital, Information Technology Division. My academic progress is I completed my PhD from National University of Science and Technology, uh, Pakistan Navy Engineering College, Karachi campus in 2010, Master of Engineering in Computer Systems, and Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics. And my research interests include image processing, information security, and the design and development of embedded systems with healthcare focus. Now, I would like to, in this slide, show that a great figure of our scientific research community, the Steve Jobs, decision determine the destiny. That we should make the decisions which lead us to a prosperous future. So we all know the famous Apple products, and some of you may be using those products as well. So these are primarily based on the decision made by this great person in business in consumer electronics. The second great figure we already know and familiar with is the Bill Gates. I just take some information and quote from the web, the CNBC, a famous news agency, and written in red is that the person spend a lot of time on thinking. So that means he is thinking every way how to primarily make some good decisions that will primarily lead to the better and prosperous future for his company and ultimately to the national pride. Now, in decision making, this session include following topics in which we learn primarily just introduction of what is a creative thinking, what is critical thinking, and what is the process behind critical thinking, and how this thinking process primarily help us to make decision making. And when we talk about the decision making, it is primarily a process in which we make decisions whether we know this process or not. We are already making decisions in our life. And what are few things that we start taking care of and make a focus on them so that we can make better decision in now and in future. So we make decisions all the time, whether we know that we are making some decisions or not. Like, for example, breakfast time, we primarily have encounter a number of choices, and then we select one choice for our breakfast for the day. This is one example. There are many examples as well in which we primarily encounter a decision of yes or no type of decisions, and also there is a associated mental activity behind all those decisions. And we often encountered, as I already told you, that we often encountered multiple choices in which we have to mostly select one of them. So we make we all make decisions, and this happens all the time. It starts when we wake up and it's end when we sleep. So all of our activities include the decision making. So why this thing is important? Because we know there are some individuals in our group and in our maybe in our university or maybe in our relatives, maybe in our colleagues, which look different. Why they look different? Because they show interest to their work, to their task. They are willing to learn from the experience of their own and from the experience of others, and they take risks. And similarly, whenever there is a task, like for example, your examinations, and they primarily prepare for themselves for those examinations and for those tasks. So they primarily prepare themselves uh, all the time, or whenever there is a, for example, a discussion, they prepare for that discussion. And if there is an example, then there is a meeting, for example, then they prepare for that meeting. So they primarily uh, persistent in the situation of failure. Failure is a part of life, and we all know that failure is primarily the first step towards the success. So they do not primarily वो घबराते नहीं हैं फेलियर से, क्योंकि ये फेलियर जो है ये जिंदगी का एक हिस्सा है. And they divert their energy and they primarily focus themselves to a particular task. For example, they are goal oriented, like some of you may want to get a better job after graduation. Maybe some want to start their business, their own business. Maybe some of them want to join their family business, for example. Maybe some students team up to start a new startup, an experience which is primarily very the young generation is primarily prepared for. So they have tolerance. They know there are ambiguities and uncertainties, and they primarily try to overcome those. So these individuals, one or more than one attributes are them, they become highlighted in the society, and people know them and respect them. So there are some key terms. I will be sharing these slides through Sir Talha Ikrar to honorable audience, so that they can have, if whenever they have time, they go through those keywords, go to the internet, and there is other resources, for example books, to search for them and learn the advanced concepts which are related. Now moving towards the creative thinking process. In a creative thinking process, as this diagram shows, there are two type of major thinking. One thinking is called the divergent type of thinking, in which we generate many ideas, or in a sense we develop solutions to a problem. So there is one problem and there are multiple solutions to that problem. And another type of thinking process is called divergent and convergent process. In convergent type of thinking, we combine ideas from different areas, from different disciplines, to make a single solution out of it. So, for example, we have a problem and we have many solutions to that problem. In an area, for example, in Karachi, there is an area we can set up a healthcare facility. So there are multiple possibilities. For example, we can set up a clinic, we can set up a small hospital, we can send a mobile dispensary. For example, Hamdard is running multiple mobile dispensaries in Karachi. So their location is specified on their website. So there are number of possibilities to establish a healthcare unit at a particular location, for example, in Karachi. So what is the optimal choice? So because we cannot afford setting up multiple healthcare facilities in a site, we can, however, set up one type of healthcare facility. That take us to the convergent thinking process, in which we can initially set up or go with a mobile dispensary, in which with some timings which is more affordable and primarily time effective, and then afterward, after some experience, some learning, can a simple clinic can be established, and if feasible, then a more for example, a healthcare facility of, for example, 50-bed hospital can be established at that area. So this is an example of divergent thinking, which is the ability to generate ideas with speed. One example is the brainstorming, and another thing is the convergent thinking, in which we evaluate different ideas to make primarily or select one solution out of many. One example I would like to include as well in the convergent thinking, for example, the making of a smartphone. Smartphone has many components: processor component, screen, as that means touch screen for input and output, and similarly there are different components inside the smartphone. So a smartphone is composed of many components. So for each component there are many manufacturers. So the selection of a particular manufacturer for a particular component is very important. So different components selected from different vendors are finally shaped into a smartphone. So a convergent thinking process is involved, in which selection of different components for to make a single product occur. So similarly, when we make a house, we can extend these type of examples to other areas as well. Moving ahead from divergent and convergent thinking process to the critical thinking. What is the critical thinking? Critical thinking is primarily analytical and judgment. There are two components in which we complete an investigation, and then we say yes or no to a solution. So if a number of solutions are there, a number of choices are there, जैसे हम किसी जगह खाना खाने गए हैं, so there are number of choices which are mentioned on the menu. So our decision is to make a choice of lunch, the items in the lunch, food items in the lunch, out of many available. So this is one of the example in which the critical thinking skill come into the play. So in other words, we use logic, we use reason, and we use convergent type of thinking, in which different ideas are primarily take us to an optimal or best solution for a problem. So because this is the information explosion age, and the information we have information about many things, so the important thing is selection of the source of information, because if we are into a critical thinking process, then the source of information is very much important. If the information is coming through an unreliable source, or the information has a sense of uncertainty in it, then a decision made on that information may lead to a disaster instead of a success. So whenever we are involved in a critical thinking process or exercise a critical thinking skill, then we should ensure the source of information is reliable. Now there are some key questions and some the creative process which primarily highlights many things. So some of the key questions are, what are the creative process used by the creative people? Some example of the creative people are already mentioned in the form of Steve Jobs and in the form of Bill Gates. Consider them the creative people of this modern time. But we already know that the creative people were around us before that as well, like in the form Qaid Azam Rahmatullah, Allama Iqbal, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Hakeem Said Shahi. These are the creative people. So what the creative process they are used? So what does a creative person look like? What are the creative products? So we try to answer them. So example of a creative process. So first of all, what is the problem? We understand the problem and then we generate ideas. A single person can do it, a group or a team can do it. So a team can come up with multiple solutions of a problem, like I have given an example in previous slide. Then from those solutions, there is a selection of optimal or best solution. Often it happens that the solutions contain some significant components. So multiple solutions can be combined to make an optimal solution or to make another best solution for the problem. Then the other thing is plan for action. काम यही खत्म नहीं हो जाता कि हमने एक solution identify कर लिया. Then we have to plan to implement that solution. और जब हम decision making process देखेंगे, then we see there is another, the last important part is to evaluate the decision. Primarily that if we have implemented a decision, then what is the effectiveness of that decision after the implementation, so that we can take precautions. Something which cannot be understandable during the process and highlighted afterwards can be taken care of. So by this way, we can extend the creative process towards the decision making. So in this slide, there are some questions, and one question is answered here through the typical example of a creative process. Now we move towards next part, the creative person and creative products. So according to this book, which is says the 5 minds for the future, it outlines these 5 areas. They are primarily the number one is the detailed knowledge of a particular discipline. Like, for example, if I am an electrical engineer, then I should dig further into the topics which are taught by my teacher. And then I should spare some time in reading the books, in exploring the concepts which are delivered by the teacher in a particular course, so that I can have the domain specific knowledge. And similarly, if I am belong to another domain or practicing engineer and in a particular job title, then I should dig into that area. Then there is the integration of ideas. This is purely the convergent thinking part. So the converging, learn how to converge primarily ideas, to integrate ideas to make a solution, to develop a solution. Then the creating part is nothing but the divergent thinking. That means the brainstorming. Brainstorming always initiated with a piece of paper in which we circle an idea, circle a problem, and highlight and outline different ideas around it. So we should learn the brainstorming. Then we are to respectful, because respect brings the greetings and the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we are respectable, respectful to others, then respect come to us. This is very important. That's why this writer has given a place in 5 topics of the future, the 5 people of the future. Then the last one, which is also important, is ethical. Ethics is very important, and I'm sure everyone knows about ethics. And if not, then we should know what are the ethical norms, the particular ethical norms which are in the society, which are at the workplace. And if we are student, or if we are primarily committed in any kind of job or task, we should know the ethical norms which are associated with that task. So out of these 5, you can clearly think that the integrating of ideas and the creating of those ideas, they are listed in the creative person of the future minds. So this is the topic which the last question in the last slide was the creative products. What are the products which we consider creative? Some of them are listed here. Publications, books are called creative, research articles, case study reports. So we have to do a lot of readings. Then media, the websites, the DVD, if we are making some presentations, these are the creative products. I made this presentation in 2017 and now I updated for you. This is a creative product for you. And Panaflex, the brochure made by Sir Talha Ikrar is a creative product and an asset for our department and electrical engineering department. For example, the computer model, you generate a simulation in MATLAB or in any other software, is a creative product. And you attended an exhibition, you're taking part of an exhibition, you write your CV, for example, and you select your FYP and start working on it. It's a creative product. So these are some of the examples of the creative product, and I'm sure every one of us is working on it and have encountered it. How creative thinking can lead to success? Now this is the topic of next few slides. First of all, how to avoid sabotaging the creativity. First of all, we should believe that we are creative, and I'm sure everyone is creative because Allah Ta'ala Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has created us in a way which is very creative. Second thing, we should record our ideas. This is very important because ideas come and ideas go, and only those ideas remain with us in which we have made some record. So we have to write our ideas and be practical. I have a message in the chat window देख लेते हैं. Okay. So the message from Sir Talha Ikrar is if this session is concluded, then join again with the same idea. So be realistic. Focus your energy to few projects. A person cannot do a lot of things. So we have to focus on few things. For example, in a particular semester, you have 5 to 6 courses. So focus on those courses. And on these courses, you have different assignments. You have primarily quizzes. You have similarly midterm exam and final exam schedules. So you have to focus yourself and identify those things in which you can be more primarily creative. So this way, when you are start doing this, your creative skills start appearing to yourself. Then do not stop, create regularly, add ideas into your record regularly. Be realistic means that whenever you record an idea, evaluate, analyze that idea and judge that idea if this is practical or not. If this is not practical right now, when it will become practical. Now we are moving towards the group creativity because it is also important. and it takes us primarily to what is called the innovation. So the two things which are very linked together are the creativity and innovation. Creativity is the generation of new ideas, and innovation is the application of those creative ideas. So creativity is part of innovation in a sense. So creativity is a reserve for the generation of ideas which are new, which are unique, which are a result of combining of ideas by the individual or groups, and primarily it's a necessary step within the innovation process. So to measure the team performance, there is also a shared mental model. I am not discussing and going into the details. If someone is interested, can go to the internet and find what is the shared mental model. It is used to assess the team performance. And there are interdisciplinary groups. For example, the electrical mechanical engineering department can combine to work out a solution which have both mechanical component as well as electrical component. Similarly, the biomedical engineering students can help towards the solutions development of those solutions which involve the electrical and mechanical components, and towards the healthcare applications. So the importance of interdisciplinary groups is highlighted here. Okay, so what are the different tips when we start developing our creative skills? These are 10 skills, these are 10 primarily points. I will discuss one by one. So first of all, it starts with the thinking that you are a creative. You know that I can brainstorm and generate ideas. I can combine ideas, and you primarily already doing it. Now you pay, pay attention to your intuition. Intuition is very important. We will see in our next few slides. Intuition is primarily our inner self, which guide us what to do. So make away from your comfort zone. Comfort zone, we primarily usually do not go out, or yet do not search on the area which should be searched to make ourselves creative. We are primarily do not bound ourselves to a few things or only few websites. Engage in activities that put you outside your comfort zone. One example is the exercise. One example is the walking, or one example is to offer your at least one prayer through the अगरचे हमें तमाम जो नमाज है वो जमात से अदा करनी चाहिए, but start with at least one with the jamaat, and then you will see कि इसकी बरकतों से things become better. Seek a sense of isolation. Sometimes you should take yourself to the isolation and start thinking on your ideas. इसकी मैं छोटी सी एक एग्जांपल देना चाहूँगा. जैसे कि प्यारे नबी हज़रत मोहम्मद मुस्तफ़ा सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अपने ज़माने में कुछ दिनों के लिए अपने घर से बाहर रहते थे, और that is primarily seeking a change of isolation, and this is well established, and we already know about it. This is not a new thing for us. So take some isolation and to think primarily about your ideas, how they can be combined. Find several solutions to a problem. One question, there are multiple solutions. जो real world problems होती हैं, they are not numerical questions जिनका एक ही आंसर होता है. जो real world problems होती हैं, उनके multiple solutions होते हैं. जैसे मैंने health care जो situation थी उसमें बताया